to me, it's like a fantasy idea, because how would you split up the nation? I mean, especially given that the more Democratic states are on the coasts and the more Republican states, generally speaking, are in the middle of the country. And you would have a geographically non-contiguous nation for whoever the Democrats were able to hang on to. And could you even have a breaking apart in a way that wasn't just so utterly massively chaotic, and certainly didn't involve a war? That's why some people call it a divorce rather than a civil war, because they think, we could just split up. Now, what's interesting is, and going back to La Jolla, in California, we have this thing called no fault divorce, where a person can declare divorce, or file for divorce, and you don't need the other party to agree to it. But in the case of La Jolla and divorcing from San Diego, you would need both sides to agree to it. So I think the whole thing is interesting. Now, speaking for myself as an independent voter, if America split in two, where would I go? Would I stay in a blue state? Would I go to a red state? And then how difficult would it be to move around America if America was divided? Something tells me that the red states would probably build a wall, just like they want a wall on the southern border. Well, frankly, the Democrats, Biden is expanding the border wall right now. Maybe the Democrats would build walls around their blue states. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this goes. Oh, and by the way, have you ever seen the movie, The Man in the High Castle on Amazon Prime? It's not a movie, it's a series. And it's really, really good. And and this is kind of along these same ideas. It's about an alternative reality after World War II where America loses and the Germans take over the eastern portion of the United States and the Japanese take over the western portion of the United States. And there's a little bit of a neutral zone somewhere around Colorado. And that's how they split it up. And then apparently there were Americans that were trying to rebuild America and get the other guys out and kind of rejoin all the 50 states. Well, maybe back then there was only 48. But I just think a lot of this is interesting. Now, one of the things that I think is really great about, let's just take, for example, the European Union, where they have, obviously a wide array of different nations, but they all kind of function with similar rules. They have similar money. You can drive your car through from nation to nation to nation without having to go through border checkpoints and visas and all of that. They make travel easy. They make business easy. I like that. To me, that's a very valuable thing. But if America split up, I'm not so sure it would be that easy. My sense is that the blue states would want to sanction the red states because of their violations on the environment or on labor, and there'll be sanctions and blockades, and the red states are going to probably want to build walls to keep the blue people from coming into the red states. So